Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Good morning, children. A very warm welcome. As we were learning about natural disasters, we finished part 1. Okay, children. So, in part 1, we completed floods, its causes, how they are caused, and the major floods occurred in India, and what are the precautions and preventions we can take to prevent those floods. So in part 2 also we are going to learn more about natural disasters. So let us begin with the part 2, children. Okay. What we are seeing, children, in the picture, we see there has formed a round circle on the ocean surface, and we see here a splash, a big splash of water is moving very fast towards the shore. Yes, very good, children. You found out, no? You observed, no? Yes, it is what? A strong, violent wind or storm which is causing what? A cyclone. Yes. What are cyclones? Cyclones are violent storms. They form over oceans and seas and cause destruction when they reach the seashore or ocean shore. You know, children, how a cyclone is formed? A cyclone is formed when warm moist air over the seas or ocean surfaces rises up. As it rises up, what will happen? There creates or there causes an area of lower air pressure below the surface. So because of this low air pressure, the higher pressure air pushes inside it, and because of which what happens? The water as well as the wind, it moves up and forms as a cone, due to which it moves on and moves away from the water surface. So what are cyclones, children? Cyclones are violent storms. Okay. Now, after knowing about cyclones, we will learn how these cyclones are forming. You know, children, how these cyclones are formed? These cyclones are actually strong winds or storms which are formed above the surface of the oceans or seas. As these storms rotate faster and faster, an eye forms in the center with very low air pressure. Because of this very low air pressure, the high pressure area from the above flows down into this eye, and it pushes this cone towards the seashore with some spells or water splashes. It moves faster and faster towards the seashore or ocean shore, due to which what happened? A cyclone is formed. A cyclone is formed. Cyclones are always accompanied by heavy showers and high-speed winds. Showers means, children? Yes, rains, heavy rains. In our country, states like West Bengal, Odisha, Andhra Pradesh, Tamil Nadu, Maharashtra, and Gujarat are prone to cyclones. As these states are what, children? These are all places where in the coastal regions, like they are attached towards which coast, children? Yes, Arabian Sea, Bay of Bengal, Indian Ocean. So as these are very near to these sea coasts or ocean coasts, they are very prone to cyclones. And cyclones are also one of the natural disasters which are occurring due to what, children? Changes in the temperature around or on the surface of oceans or seas. Okay. You know, children, these cyclones, depending upon the type of or intensity of speed they have, they are given different names. Like the storms over the Indian Ocean, they are called what, children? They are called cyclones. See here in the picture. They are called what? Cyclones. Whereas the same high speed storms with heavy showers of rains, they are called what, children? Typhoons. Where they are called as typhoons? Over the Western Pacific Ocean. Here you see, in the Atlantic and Pacific Oceans, these same storms with heavy rains, they causes what, children? Hurricanes and hurricanes. You know, usually the places of America, they always are hit by these hurricanes. Recently, one tornado occurred, no? Yes, one tornado hit this place of America. So, types of names given to cyclones. Like over the Indian Ocean, these storms are called cyclones. Cyclone is the best overall phrase to use for high intensity rotating storms. In the Atlantic and Pacific Oceans, they are called hurricanes. Over the Western Pacific Ocean, they are called typhoons. So these are some of the names given to cyclones. Okay. For more information, I gave this point. Okay. After learning about cyclones, how they are formed, and the different names given to cyclones according to its area, let us now learn some of the precautions to be taken for cyclones. As we all know, cyclones are also one of the natural disasters, and they occur due to some natural phenomena over the surface of oceans and seas. So, the weather forecast department in our country, they will give warnings or signs of a cyclone going to be hit. So, some of the precautions are, children, listen to the radio and watch television for weather forecasts and warning. Once you receive the warnings or the forecast, try to move yourself to a safe place. Why? Because once you are safe, you can protect yourself and your children. So move to a safe place before the cyclone arrives. If you are living near the sea coast areas, like if you are living in the places which are near or which lies near the sea coast. Store dry food in waterproof bags. As we studied that cyclones are accompanied with heavy rains. So if you are carrying a wet food, it will get damaged. So it will get rotten. So try to store dry food items in waterproof bags. And stay away from the oceans or sea coasts, children. You know, these storms or cyclones, they have so much speed or intensity that they even push away the boats. If the boatmen, fishermen, if they are going for fishing, no, the weather department, they will warn them not to go if there are chances of any cyclone in that place. So stay away from oceans or seas. Keep phone numbers of hospitals, relatives and friends handy, as when the storm or cyclone is calm, you can inform where you are and can be in contact with the relatives and friends. So these are some of the precautions to be taken for cyclones. Okay. Usually there are many cyclones till now occurred, but some of them caused a severe damage in our country, like the Hudhud. In October 2014, a very powerful cyclone named Hudhud hit the eastern coast of India. It caused severe damage to the coastal areas of Andhra Pradesh and Odisha. Recently, in May 2020, a very powerful and deadly cyclone named Amphan hit the eastern region of India. Recently, children. It happened this last month only, May. It caused a severe damage to the coastal areas of West Bengal and Odisha. So these are some of the cyclones which occurred in our country. Okay, children. So one more example of the cyclone which caused severe damage in the world, children. Extremely severe cyclonic storm Nargis, which caused very lot of damage and destruction in Myanmar in May 2008. Okay. Let's learn some more natural disasters like droughts. Droughts are one of the natural disasters which occur due to lack of water or no rain for a long period of time in a place or at a place. You know, children, when the water resources like tube wells, canals, streams, ponds, etc., when they get dried up, what happens? The area or the soil or the land nearby, it starts getting dried up. And at a certain time, the soil or land, it becomes very hard and brittle and it starts cracking. Cracking means broken into pieces. So this type of natural disaster is nothing but drought, children. Okay. Drought hidden areas, people are affected a lot because of lack of resources of water as well as scarcity of water, they are unable to grow anything nearby, as well as the natural resources which we are blessed with are also gets dried up, children. So these are what? Droughts. So what are droughts? Droughts means occurrence of little or no rain for a long period of time. Droughts are caused by extreme scarcity of water. Drought affected areas have very few natural resources of water left for irrigation and cultivation of crops, and for all the different uses we use for with the help of water, no, they all get affected due to drought. Okay. So what happens if a place is affected with droughts? What happens? Farmers living in that place are mostly affected due to droughts, as they are unable to grow crops due to lack of water or scarcity of water. When there is no water, how can the farmers can grow, children? Yes. So who are affected there? Farmers. And because when they are not able to grow anything, what happens? There will be shortage of food in that area. This shortage of food is nothing but famine, children. Because of famine, what happens? No, people living in that area will not grow healthy and they become malnutrited. Malnutrited means they have many deficiency diseases in the children as well as in the adults. See in the picture how they are looking very lean and unhealthy, no? Yes. So famine is a condition where the people are affected with deficiency diseases due to shortage of food. Okay. Children, after learning about droughts and its causes, let us learn more about how to prevent droughts in a place or a region. You know, children, in our country there are many places, especially Gujarat and Rajasthan are the places where these droughts are caused. Why? Because there is very little rain or little amount of water resources there. So to prevent these droughts in such areas, what we have to do, children? We have to grow more trees and we have to develop rainwater harvesting systems and make the people learn how to conserve rainwater. Whenever there is rain, we can, with the help of these rainwater harvesting systems, we can preserve some water for our future use. And also, the people living in the drought hit areas are trained to grow crops such as sorghum, millets, and maize, as they need very little amount of water to grow. And also, we can develop irrigation, the best ways of irrigation, and make aware the farmers how to use the little water in that area. Like we can use sprayers or sprinklers. Sprinklers means, children, drip irrigation we say. When you go to high classes, you can learn about that. Actually, spraying water or sprinkling water or drip irrigation. Drip means drop by drop. So these are actually the methods of irrigation or cultivation of crops. Irrigation means, children, supply of water to grow crops in the fields. So if we train the farmers how to use sprayers and sprinklers or drips, they can easily preserve some water resources for their crops. In that way, they will not go into a situation of famine, children, because that's a worst situation where children they develop malnutrited and they will develop many deficiency diseases because of which they are not at all healthy. So these are the precautions that can be taken to prevent droughts. So in India also there are many states which are affected by drought, children, every year. Okay. If you want to learn, you can visit YouTube and search what are droughts and in which places of India we find these droughts, children. Okay, if you want to gain more knowledge, you can visit YouTube and find out. Okay.